Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of KTTV, or Kindness Timeless Tunnel Vision. I am your mind, body, and soul coach, and in this episode, we are going to talk about how to pick yourself back up when you have just been overwhelmed with lower vibrational energy. So these are just tips that I have used personally in my life that have helped me tremendously when I feel that my energy is out of alignment. So I just want to share that with all of you guys. So we will get into all of that here now. Okay, so my fifth tip is going to be acknowledge, but it's technically the first tip. So it's acknowledge where you're at. Acknowledge where you're at. Acknowledgement is a powerful thing because it brings you into the present moment. So when you acknowledge your situation that you're in, whatever it might be, the fact that you're acknowledging it, you're giving it your presence, and that pulls you into the present moment. And it is in the present moment that we can really transform our lives. And it's the choices that we make in those moments that dictate our future. This book right here, not even trying to plug it, just an amazing book. I feel like everybody should read it. It is amazing and powerful at the same time. I literally blew through this book, and there's so many things I've really got a lot out of this book, is what I'm trying to spit out of my mouth. But it is so true, the power of now. Right now is really the only time that we have. So making the smartest decisions in these moments are what actually kind of manifests your life. And when you're in a tough situation, I totally understand it is easier said than done. But the first thing you have to do is acknowledge that that is your life situation. That is not your life story. And we can change our story up at any moment. Any moment that we choose, we can change that story. I've changed my story several times. And if you've followed me, you know some of those stories. But I did a lot of stupid stuff in my 20s, and without those lessons though, I wouldn't be who I am. So I'm grateful for them. They definitely humbled me a lot. So I'm getting off track here. So my first or fifth tip is acknowledge the situation. Acknowledge where you're at. Acknowledgement is a powerful thing that will bring you into the present moment. And sometimes the present moment sucks. It's not going to be, there is a balance with life, and without contrast, we don't know happiness and joy, and we don't think to appreciate those things when we're so bombarded with negative or survival, mindsets and things like that. Because when you're constantly in survival mode, it's hard to find the gratitude in just the little things. Like the other day I was taking a shower and I was like, God, I'm so thankful for plumbing. I am so grateful for so many things that we just overlook all the time because we get so trapped in the negative and the chaos of what this material world brings. And without it though, we wouldn't know to appreciate these things. So I will stop on my tangent and I will get to the next tip, or the fourth one, or the second one, however you want to view it. I just say it like the number one tip is the last tip, which you will get at the end of this video. So you got to watch it all the way through. I know, guys. But yeah, so let's get on to the next tip here. And then with that, acknowledge your mindset. Like when we take notice of how we communicate with ourselves and how we talk to ourselves, it's a powerful thing. And that's how you can really get to know yourself in a way that you understand. When you value yourself, other people see that, and then you create those boundaries so that people respect your space and your time and your needs as well. So know that your mindset is a powerful thing, because I got off on a tangent there. But mindset is key. I've been working on mine. Has it been perfect? Absolutely not. It has been a struggle. I am still healing and growing every single day. It's the never-ending process, but it's a beautiful thing, and I'm so grateful for where I am today than where I was 5 years ago. And it is through me in this spiritual journey and understanding, the mindset is a huge factor. They talk a lot about this in this book as well, about your mindset, and really puts it into perspective about how negative thoughts and negative thinking can really impact your life. So when you really understand that concept, you're not going to want to allow negativity into your energetic field, because you know what it's like to have, inner peace, and that's threatening that inner peace. So you're not going to want to do those things that keep you in those lower vibrations over time. And by aligning your thoughts to more positive thinking, to becoming your own best friend in a way. Not to say not to have friends. I'm just saying you have to always be there to pick yourself back up. You cannot rely on other people to pick you up, because everybody is going through this thing called life. This whole crazy life that we are all living. And everybody is having their own experience through this journey. So it's hard for people to pick you up when they're picking themselves up, So that's one thing I've always learned. And, if I hadn't picked myself back up after all of the times that I made very poor choices, I would not be where I am today. And I'm living a beautiful life, and I'm able to be in my son's life, which is like priceless to me. So that was a little tangent, but let's get on to the next tip. Sorry, guys. All right. So the next tip here is accept it. Accept the situation. For it's good, it's bad, whatever. I know it sounds kind of like cliche and like cold-hearted in a way, but it's true. Like when you accept the situation, you're acknowledging it, and then it doesn't have as much control over your thinking. When you just accept it and then relay yourself back to the present moment. Like in this moment, you are healthy, you're breathing, you are able to live an abundant life. And it is overlooked so easily. And I understand, I've been there. But in every moment, when we are present, that's how we can extend our presence as well, like on this planet. Like when you live life moment to moment, it's a beautiful thing. And there's no room for worrying. There's no room for the negativity, because you're in that moment. And in that moment, you have all that you need to be. You're a beautiful, beautiful being of light, energy, and a physical body. So number 4, I don't know why I did it backwards, but that is my second tip, is to accept it. When we accept that that's the situation, it brings us back to the present moment, and then we know the solution. We get the solution. It's like if you had a flat tire, chaos, blah, but it brings you into the present moment and you figure out what to do in that situation. It's the same thing with every moment in life. If you stay present throughout your day in the present moment, and trust, I'm not perfect at this. I am still practicing this, but I'm getting better at it. And it shows when I do it, I can see a shift in my own energy. I can see a shift in my life's energy, the energy in the people around me. So when you do take notice of your thoughts, take notice of your actions, and try to stay in the present moment, accept what is, and figure out a solution. That's how you can figure out those solutions, is when you're in those present, if you're present in the moment, is what I'm trying to say. So I hope that makes sense. We're gonna get on to my third tip here. Okay, so my third tip is going to be, oh my gosh, I just had a brain fart. Come to me, come on. Detachment. Detachment from the situation, as well as not letting it affect and boil into your energy. To focus on what you can control. That's it. Focus on what you can control in the situation, which I was saying earlier about finding the solution. So when you focus on what you can control, it brings you back into the present moment. And honestly, the only things that we truly can control is our thoughts and ourselves. Those are the only things you can truly control. And kind of guess the outcome because you're controlling, you're in your present thoughts in your moment. And when we are present, we are conscious energy. And conscious energy is so important right now because we have a lot of unconscious energy, which is also feeding on the negativity of the chaos that's going around us too. So when we live in the present moment, we are accepting it, and then we are focused on the solution, and then we are focused on what we can do about it. Instead of worrying, you're taking action and you're focusing on what you can do to change the situation. Like, focus on what you can control. Don't focus on the things you can't, because that'll literally make you go insane. Okay, so no more of that, okay? So to recap, you gotta 1, acknowledge it, 2, accept it, and 3, focus on what you can control. So we're gonna get into tip number 4 here right about now. So my 4th tip is gonna be do things that make you feel good. I know that's like okay, but things that make you feel good, not dilute you from the situation or detach you from the situation. Like exercise, which if you need a coach, I'm there for you. So link in the description below, but we're not talking about that right now. So when you focus on the solution, then you take action, and then you do things that make you feel good. I'm sorry, guys. I'm losing my train of thought. But when you do things to make yourself feel good, like exercise, like protein, I know that's where I got mixed up. I was like, wait, where am I going with this? Anyways, when you eat healthy, when you exercise, when you take care of this beautiful temple, our bodies, that is when you feel good, mind, body, and soul. So it's important to really focus on not diluting your situation. But I know I was trying to sneak that. I keep losing my train of thought. I don't know what's going on. Anyways, when you keep trying to dilute yourself from the situation, it's only going to get more unconscious, really. So when you're far away from that present moment, you are technically, you're not conscious energy in a way. And with that, we are more ego minded, and our thoughts have more power over us than our true being. Our true selves understand that all is well. There's like a deep sense of inner peace. So I got off on a tangent there. But do things that make you feel good. Like, I found that meditation makes me feel good, so I do it every day pretty much. I found that yoga makes me feel good in my body, and I found out working out every day pretty much. I mean, I might take 1 or 2 days off, but when I don't work out, I see such a difference in my mindset than when the days that I do work out. And that's why I wanted to become a coach, because I've honestly wanted to do this since I was like 18 years old. I've always been into fitness. It's always been a passion of mine, but I understand it's shit. Oh, okay, my battery was sorry. It's always been a passion of mine. So that's why I'm so grateful to be doing what I'm doing now. And that's why I share what has helped me, because I want to help others feel good inside and out, because I know how it feels to be overwhelmed with negativity and feel like there's no way out, and that is your only option. Like, I've been there, I get it. So that's why I share what I share, and that's why I do what I do, because I want to help people. So the more you do things that make you feel good, like making these videos, it makes me feel good to help share some of the things that have helped me, that maybe I'm helping you guys get through some things. So I'm losing my light here and I'm becoming dark. I gotta keep leaning this way. Okay, so let's get on to my 5th tip. It is, of course, be in the present moment. Stay as present as you can. And if you do become unconscious of the fact that you're not present, that's okay. That's the beginning of the process of really understanding when you're conscious and when you're just kind of in that ego mind body where we're not truly conscious of the moment. We're just kind of like in autopilot. So focus on staying in the present moment as much as you can, and understand that this is what I've learned from this book as well. So if you haven't, I would totally read it. I recommend it 100%. But it talks about how important it is to stay present, and when we are in the present moment. No, that's not what I was talking about. Fuck. Remember what I was going to talk about. So when we have a moment of negativity, of anger, of irritation, of self-doubt, things like that, those are moments to reconnect you. It's like almost like a signal. That's what I got from this book. So that's what I was talking about. But like, it's a signal to let you know that you're out of the present moment and you need to come back. You need to come back to the present moment. And how to do that is really focusing on your breath. So maybe this should be my 5th tip instead, is focus on your breathing. So when you feel like you're not in the present moment and you're trying to come back and it's kind of hard and you don't, you're struggling to get there, focus on your breathing. That will always bring you back to the present moment, and be grateful. Be grateful for breath, because I mean, right now in this world, so much death and war and chaos, and throughout history it has been. And really all we have is the present moment. And when we embrace that and truly appreciate that, that is when you become you would have inner peace. And that is how you can embrace moments of defeat and failure with a better, positive attitude, instead of thinking, oh, this is just the worst, I'm never going to get out of this kind of feeling. So always bring it back to the present moment, because it's when we let our thoughts take over, we are also unpresent. So remember, if your thoughts are just chaotic, or if you're sensing some kind of negative energy or negativity in any kind of way, bring it back to the present moment, bring it to your breath, and really, really just try to make the best decisions in each of those moments. Is it easy? No. Otherwise, everybody would be living their best life and this world would be a beautiful thing. But that's why I talk about this stuff, because that's what I want. I want everyone to live their best lives. I want everyone to enjoy this beautiful life that we get and not feel so bombarded down by negativity or low vibrational energy, or just the chaos of the ego mind that can just take over and you become unconscious of all of these beautiful things we still have in this beautiful world. So I will stop rambling and get on to my last tip here, because you stayed till the end. Thank you. I appreciate you. My last tip here, number 6, is going to be try to maintain healthy eating habits. Like, I am not perfect at this. I am still working on it, but I'm getting much, much better over the last 5 years. And the more I recognize that what I eat affects my physical energy, brings my vibration down, I don't like to eat that anymore. That's why I eat a lot of salads, because it's natural. It's like plants have energy. We are energy, so it's a beautiful thing. And if you want to start, eating more healthy, it's about commitment and really looking at your diet and seeing, being honest with yourself, acknowledging it, and understanding when you eat certain foods, like pay attention to your energy. That's why I started doing this protein that if you're interested, there's a link below. It's amazing. I call it my super shake, because it literally gives me energy. It helps me feel good, focused, and it has a bunch of superfoods in it. And there's a reason why I partnered with this company, because I believe in it, and it's truly benefited me in many ways in my life. And I'm finding that the more I eat healthy and I eat more plant-based foods, because it's a plant-based protein, but the more I eat healthy, the more my vibrational energy is higher, the better I feel. And when you feel good, that will reflect in your outer world. So that's why it's so important for us as individuals right now to really start feeling good about ourselves, because the more we feel good inside, the more that radiates that energy outward to the planet. And then that's how we can manifest higher, beautiful, high vibrational consciousness throughout the whole world. So thank you guys so much for watching to the end, for supporting me. And again, if you like my videos, like if you like, and also if you want to see more of my videos, definitely hit that subscribe button and that alert button as well. And until next time, guys, peace, love, and namaste.
Happy Friday, y'all. Friday. That one got me. Ooh, yes. Ooh.